So this is gonna be weird to me because, and I have to say this on me. Like I always thought I was pretty well informed, but apparently I wasn't because I didn't know AIPAC was around when I was a child in high school. I had no idea that AIPAC has been a problem that long, and we had one president to call it out. One of the one president who we could say was a good man, Jimmy Carter, and he tried to warn us back then, and we didn't listen. And it's interesting that it was never talked about in mainstream media. You think the media is free? All these people were talking about how they were upset about Barry Weiss. Why? Because y'all weren't telling the news before Barry Weiss. Y'all were handpicking. AIPAC has been a problem in our elections, in our system for a very, very, very long time. And certain people have been saying that and trying to point it out why there will never be peace in the Middle East. And it's not because of Islam. It's because of Zionism and that they got from America.
If the United States was using Israel for its own selfish interests, why do you need a lobby? You only need a lobby because it's not in America's interest to have Israel behave the way it does. The lobby is there to protect Israel. The Israeli government and the lobby together get the United States to do whatever they want, no matter what. But if you took the lobby away, there's no lobby, we'd have a fundamentally different foreign policy.
You have an advantage to be partners with Israel.
No.
No? You don't?
No. It's not in their interest. Is it in our interest to support a genocide now? We have terrible relations with Iran. Why do we have terrible relations with Iran? Because of Israel. Iran and the United States were working hard to improve relations, and the lobby moved in and put the kibosh on it. It's not in their strategic interest to support Israel.
Okay, that's the wrong video, obviously, but I'm talking about AIPAC nonetheless. But that man is showing you that he's showing you what people are saying. Like, why does Israel need a lobby? Why are they picking local candidates? Because when Israel picks a local candidate, they'll talk about local issues. They don't really care about the communities that they're in. They only care about Israel. And how Israelis are treated in this country, how Zionists are treated in this country, because they want to live all over the world and rule everything. So that was a video really pointing out AIPAC, how the problem that AIPAC has never, Israel's never been our ally. What have we gotten from them? Can you please, and I'm talking to regular people, I'm not talking to Jews of any type, Zionists or not. What have we gotten from Israel? I'll wait. All right, so this was the video I meant to play, but that was actually saying the problem that AIPAC is, but this is going to show you how long it's been a problem, and certain people, that man right there was saying it, right? Why we don't hear him on 60 Minutes or MS Now.
Americans don't want to know, and many Israelis don't want to know what is going on inside Palestine. It's a terrible human rights persecution that far transcends what any outsider would imagine. And there are powerful political forces in America that prevents any objective analysis of the problem in the Holy Land. I think it's accurate to say that not a single member of Congress with whom I'm familiar would possibly speak out and call for Israel to withdraw to their legal boundaries or to publicize the plight of the Palestinians. And that is added onto by the very effective work of the American-Israeli group called AIPAC.
AIPAC. He said that back then. So it's like, it's been a problem for a long time and we just ignored it. Now, this reminded me of a story. I'm a Doctor Who fan. There's a story, I can't remember the season of Doctor Who, but it was a Doctor Who. He travels through space and time. with a companion. If you know the story, you should know the story. Watch Doctor Who. It's fun. It's supposed to be for children, but it's also for adults. It handles very adult issues. So in this story of Doctor Who, they traveled through space and time. They ended up at a time when the Earth was destroyed, and Britain somehow got themselves, the whole population, and a lot of the landmass of Britain found like a space whale or some big gigantic creature that they could put themselves on. They found a way to control the beast, and they're living on the beast through space, right? Everybody thinks it's some kind of agreement that they made with the beast. Really, the beast is being tortured and is in captivity, right? And under great pain. So the state of Britain becomes fascist because they need to keep control of everyone, because everyone may not accept what they're doing to this beast, right? They found a slave. So what they do is, if they find out that you're actually waking up, they'll kidnap you, re-educate you, and then show you the truth. And then you have a choice to pick. I want to forget what's really happening, or I forget what the other choice was. But you can forget what's happening, right? In order to go back to the system where most of the people don't actually believe it should be happening. Like in this country, right? Most people don't actually know what's happening in Israel. And myself included. Most of us, I think, have an idea, but for some reason, we hear something, we're like, oh, wait a minute, that's terrible. And then we don't hear any follow-up or any other stories. We just choose to forget. So that's what they would do. They would choose to forget the terrible plight of this beast in order to keep surviving. And even the Queen of England at the time and then she would go through it herself also. She would wake up, she would forget, then wake up and start remembering and start trying to see what's really going on. And then she would have to choose to forget again for some benefit. And that's where we are in the world. The entire world sees this genocide happening, sees children being killed, bombed, and this country continuously violating the law, taking the land from allowing their settlers to take Palestinian homes in the West Bank and in Gaza, but won't do anything because they click the button and choose to forget. And I don't know why that happens. Like, what is really going on? There has to be something else going on that we don't know about, that we've allowed this to happen. It happened with South Africa in their apartheid state. And now, but South Africans couldn't get to the genocide. But now we have an openly slow-moving genocide happening in Palestine, and we have been allowing it for years because it's easier to forget. And I don't know why. I wish somebody would actually go into the why. Why are these people now are coming out every day saying that Israel has never been our ally? The Mossad are killers.